Micah Washington, 24 years old, is handcuffed and hit with stun gun for no reason by Alabama police officer Dana Elmore after stopping to change tire, is free from jail. A felony fentanyl trafficking charge against an Alabama man who was hit with a stun gun while he was handcuffed and face down on the hood of an officer's police car has been dismissed. Micah Washington, 24, still faces 3 additional charges that stem from his encounter with reform police officer Dana Elmore on Saturday, but he is out of jail on bond. He's in good spirits, but it's tough, Washington's attorney, Leroy Maxwell Jr., told Al.com Wednesday. He's going through PTSD. The ordeal began when Washington was changing a flat tire on a Pickens County roadway, not far from his aunt's house, Maxwell said. Washington and others were going back and forth to the house to get equipment needed to change the tire when Elmore stopped to question Johnson. Maxwell said the officer asked him what was going on and asked him for identification. Washington told the officer he was not doing anything wrong, knew his rights, and didn't have to provide that information if he wasn't detained. Washington pulled out his phone to start recording, and Elmore used a stun gun on Washington, which caused him to drop to the ground. He was then handcuffed. What happened next was caught on the now viral video recorded by one of Washington's family members. The video begins with Elmore, identified through charging documents against Washington, ordering Washington stand up after he was handcuffed in the roadway in Pickens County. She then tells him to lay down on the front of a vehicle, which he does face down. The officer then holds a stun gun to Washington's back while she goes through his pockets. She tells him to stay still, at which point he says, "I ain't doing ass, bro. I got a gun right there." Elmore laughs as she retrieves the gun and says, "Oh yeah." She then deploys the stun gun directly into Washington's back, telling him to S the expletive up as he screams. Washington then begins to cry, repeatedly saying, "Oh my God." The officer then says, "Do you want it again?" As Washington continues to cry. "S your B.A up," the officer says. That's where the video ended. Reform Police Chief Richard Black and Mayor Melody Davis sent out a statement Monday acknowledging they are aware of the video of Washington's arrest. Elmore remains on leave with pay. The department is in the process of turning over all materials related to this arrest to the Alabama State Bureau of Investigation and has requested a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the arrest, the statement said. Washington was initially charged with trafficking fentanyl, obstructing government operations, resisting arrest, and first-degree possession of marijuana. 24th Judicial Circuit District Attorney Andy Hamlin filed a motion to dismiss the fentanyl trafficking charge, which was granted by District Judge Lance Bailey. According to Hamlin's motion, field testing on the substance indicated positive for fentanyl, but addition testing failed to confirm the substance as fentanyl. Washington was released from the Pickens County Jail on Tuesday. He posted this on his girlfriend's Facebook page. "Thanks for the love and support afar. It's really appreciated. I'm just happy to be free." Maxwell said he plans to file a $20 million lawsuit on behalf of Washington. "These occurrences of excessive force happen every day," Maxwell said. "Fortunately, this one was caught on film. We will not stop working until we clear Micah's name and hold all responsible parties accountable," he said. In addition to abuse of force, we have evidence that false criminal charges were created against Micah. Next, my brothers and sisters, here is an audio-video clip next.
Right there in front of the car. Stretch street.
Right, got you right there. That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
You finna open up for him. Oh my God! Okay. Oh my God.
You want it again? You was big and bastard.
Next, the news people here, my brothers and sisters.
Reform police officer is on administrative leave for their behavior during an reform police officer is on administrative leave for their behavior during an arrest over the weekend. Thanks for staying up with us here at 10. I'm Jarvis Robertson. This after a viral video shows what appears to be the police officer using a stun gun on a man during an arrest. Now, we want to warn you, you might find this story disturbing. WVTM 13's Emma Owen was in Reform tonight with a message from the man's relatives.
Loved ones and community members say they're here in Reform tonight pushing for accountability. They held a protest Monday night in response to the viral video showing a police officer using a stun gun on a handcuffed man. We want to warn you, you might find this video disturbing. After an exchange of words, the police officer pulls the trigger on the stun gun and then asks,
You want it again? Because you was big and bad.
she could then be heard calling him an explicit name.
She tased him in the back, and she was holding it. She was just holding it there until he started crying.
Jalexis Rice, girlfriend of Micaiah Washington, says this all started when her boyfriend and two others were changing a tire of the car they were driving. She says that's when the officer in the video pulled up, eventually putting her boyfriend in handcuffs and tasing him.
When I seen, I couldn't do nothing but cry. I couldn't do nothing but cry.
Following his arrest, Washington was booked into the Pickens County Jail on several charges. He has a bond of $500,000. In a statement, Reform's police chief and mayor said they're aware of the video and the police officer has been placed on administrative leave. However, people attending Monday's rallies say they want more done.
She needs to be fired, and I feel like she can leave and go somewhere else and do it if they don't hold her accountable for nothing. You're a police. You're here to protect and serve us. How do we go to church if this how you treat us?
It hurt my feelings for real.
In the statement from the mayor and police chief, they said in part the department is in the process of turning over all materials related to this arrest to the Alabama State Bureau of Investigation and has requested a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the arrest. Now, as soon as we learn more about this investigation, we'll be sure to let you know here on air and inside the free WVTM 13 app. In Reform, Emma Owen, WVTM 13.
Dana Elmore is doing her true nature for ancestors have been doing to Black people for 6,000 years. My brothers and sisters, and if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and other social media platforms too, my brothers and sisters.